Assalamu alaikum. IK NIAZI, Imran Khan PTI held a press conference today, and this press conference was quite an amazing one, like all the previous press conferences of Mr. Imran Khan PTI. During today's PC, he blamed certain journalists for working against him, and he also named Hamid Mir. Hamid Mir is a renowned journalist, and earlier Mr IK NIAZI once called him as the hero, and during the past few months and years, during the past few months, he invited Hamid Mir to his Banni Gala residence and thanked him. That was really nice and appreciated him so much. But maybe, according to Hamid Mir himself, IK NIAZI was of the view that since I had a one-on-one meeting with Hamid Mir and I have appreciated him, thanked him, so it is a kind of obligation for Mr. Hamid Mir to keep supporting him even where it is not so appropriate to do that. IK NIAZI is a politician of different sort. Maybe he has certain similarities with the Altaf Hussain and certain other traits resemble with Z.A. Bhutto. Mr. IK NIAZI, I think he considers himself as a super politician in Pakistan, and he thinks and he supposes that all the journalists and all the forces are supposed to work for him, and if at all somebody doesn't cooperate and doesn't do or say whatever IK NIAZI wants them to do or say, then this person, either a journalist or a military general or anyone else, a person from the judiciary, will be considered as someone else who is against Mr. IK NIAZI. I think his attitude is that of either you are in favor of me or you are against me. A journalist and even the rest of the institutions, people, they are supposed to maintain their neutrality, and it shouldn't be expected, it is not appropriate to expect favors from these people, because they are, if at all there is a media person, then the media person is supposed to maintain the neutrality, and so are the military establishment people, although they rarely do that. Even the media person doesn't do that. But it doesn't mean that all of these work against Mr. IK NIAZI. Rather, there are more people who have been working for Mr. IK NIAZI than those who didn't work for him. Now, I think that the attitude of Mr. Imran Khan is somewhat similar to that of the fascist politicians. That is, it is not fair, it is not right at all, it is not appropriate at all. I think that he should be more tolerant and he should be working like a true democrat, and anyone else who want a true democracy in the country, I think they shouldn't be expecting that the media people, the senior analysts will be, will be endorsing, appreciating, and projecting whatever one politician says. So that is a sort of dilemma here in Pakistan. If at all somebody tries to maintain their neutrality, so this person is disliked, rather condemned, even blackmailed. What PTI people are doing, if at all an analyst does not work for them, then does not work for the PTI, does not work for the Imran Khan, then it becomes understood that they are against Mr. Imran Khan, that they are against PTI. I think this attitude is highly not unappreciable, shouldn't be appreciated a lot. So there are certain other things as well which needs to be questioned, and I think that the people of Pakistan should become should try to analyze for themselves that what sort of wrong are being done by one politician or the other one, by the PTI, by the PMLN, and by the rest of the politicians. I think that these politicians, particularly, I think that as for the attitude of Mr. IK Niazi is concerned, they are more aggressive. They are more aggressive as compared to the rest of the politicians. And these people want, the PTI Imran Khan want, that all the journalists and all the media persons and all the people from the judiciary, from the election commission, and from the military establishment, all of these people should be working in their favor. Also, today I think that he appreciated the army. That army has lead great sacrifices for the sake of nation. The trouble is only with the few people, with the three people. And who are these three people? It is yet unknown, because Mr. Qamar Javed Bajwa is gone, and it was the Qamar Javed Bajwa who helped him a lot, but later on he decided to become apolitical, and that is why he became the target of hatred from PTI, from Mr. Imran Khan. As for the Qamar Bajwa is concerned, I think if at all Qamar Bajwa was not there as a COAS, then there was little chance that Mr. IK Niazi will become the Prime Minister of Pakistan in 2018, during the after the 2018 election. Now Mr. Imran Khan is speaking against the few people. I think he should name it, because there is a new military establishment inside the army. But maybe Imran Khan is of the view that the old establishment is still there, although they are long gone, and now there is a new army chief, there is a new COAS, and there is a new chairman, Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee. As far these people are concerned, I think they have nothing to do with the Qamar Javed Bajwa, with the ex COAS. I am of the view that as far General Asam Munir is concerned, he is an absolutely professional soldier, and has nothing to do with the politics. Although he was removed from the slot of DGISI, because he raised alarm against the corruption, the growing corruption. But he was removed instead of being rewarded by the then Prime Minister, Mr. Imran Khan. Although later on the Transparency International confirmed whatever General Asam, Lieutenant General at that time, Asam Munir, DJISI, has told and warned to the then Prime Minister, Mr. IK Niazi. I think that the IK Niazi shouldn't be acting like a fascist politician, shouldn't be acting like the Hitler. No need to become a Hitler at all. I think so. No need to act like the Mr. Zade Bhutto, and no need to act like Altaf Hussain. I think these are all the fascist tendencies, and I think it needs to be curbed. And if at all they think that their firepower, the power of the PTI and Mr. Imran Khan, to blackmail the institution, the people of the institution, these either the military establishment, the judiciary, the election commission, and the rest of the people. As for the media is concerned, I think PTI should learn to respect all these people and should force and should cooperate them for their neutrality and shouldn't pressurize, shouldn't try to blackmail that all of these should be working in favor of Mr. Imran Khan. Imran Khan thinks that he is the only one eligible to become the Prime Minister of Pakistan, to become the Chief Executive of Pakistan. I think this tendency is not fair at all. Why don't he become a tolerant person? Why don't he think that there are other competitors as well? And if at all Mr. IK Niazi thinks that they have performed poorly, it is fine, and I agree with that. But as for the performance of Mr. IK Niazi himself is concerned, during some 3 years and 7 months of his rule, I think he too has performed very very poorly, and the corruption kept growing in the country. But all other sectors have performed poorly except corruption. Corruption kept rising, and instead it should have gone down, because the main slogan of the PTI Imran Khan was to crush the corruption, to minimize it, to contain it, to eradicate it. But it was during the rule of Mr. IK Niazi himself, Imran Khan himself, PTI, that the corruption kept growing. But as for the rest of the departments were concerned, there was a deterioration in almost all of those, except as for the transparency in the Pakistan is concerned, according to the Transparency International, Pakistan fell further 3 to 4 degrees, and that was really Pakistan's numbering fell further, and that should have been taken as something very shameful, but they didn't pay heed to it all. I think that Mr. Imran Khan should rethink about their policy, the way they are trying to act. I think it is not the time to become to become either the Hitler, the Altaf Hussain MQM, or Mr. Zadeh Bhutto. I think they need to think differently, and it will be far better if at all. Maybe he is surrounded by the flatterers, and the flatterers did tell him that you are the only one who is the eligible for the slot of the Prime Minister. I think they should think cool mindedly.